Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu and Friends. It is June 9th. It is almost 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The day has flown by. The month is already flying by. I mean, the year is flying by. How is everyone doing and what have you all been up to? Did you have a good weekend? Did you do some fun things? And what is your weather like? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, we woke up this morning and we had some rain for a while, but it has turned off really nice. As you can see, it's really bright out there. I'm not sure. I haven't even looked on my app to see if we're getting any more rain today or not. And of course, I've turned the camera on and somebody's wanting to get up in my lap. I had a good weekend. I got to go, that morning, my son's girlfriend got me and took me to some yard sales. We always have fun. I sat in the car. I just sat in the car because it was so hot and my knees were not cooperating. So I sat in the car and I enjoyed it just as well. Then we came back here and we took the kids wanted to go to the pool, which is literally just a street over from me. And so we went there and spent several hours there. It was really nice. I enjoyed just sitting there. It was just nice to be out and to be outside, and there was quite a bit of people there. As I had her to bring me home, I was just getting really too hot. It started filling up more, which was fine. They didn't seem to mind it. So then that afternoon, my sweet, precious, beautiful cousin picked me up. Can you hold on just one moment? Oh my word. We play switcheroo with the Boston Terriers. So, yes, that afternoon, my cousin texted, and so she came by and picked me up, and we rode. I called it the nosebleed road. We were way up high, and then the road would dip way down, and then we'd come back up. And I thought, oh my word, if we get stuck somewhere on a hill, I'm just sitting here until somebody comes to help me. But we had such a good time. We have such a good visit when we're together. We laugh and talk and had fun. She came back here and brought me home, and we got out and talked to the kids for a while, and then she went home, and my hair looks like the wreck of the Hespers. But yeah, Saturday was a fun-filled day. Sunday, I stayed home. I've been fairly lazy this week. I've done my normal, I call them my chores, the trash cans, dishes, things like that. Other than that, and then of course, fur baby respite care. Oh my word. They are hoots, and they're in this licking stage. Tell me, those of you that have Boston Terriers, do they lick? These go through a phase and they lick, and it gets on your nerves so bad, and I try to not tell them that it does. But this week I've sat at home. I don't think I have any plans at all this week. At some point, I do want to take the van to visit my son's father that's in the nursing home. Spend some time with him and take him some things that we've been saving for him, and just spend some time with him. But other than that, I don't really have any plans this week at all. Just my normal little things. I'm crocheting. I am crocheting. Now, I went through the whole weekend. I crocheted Friday, and then I went through the whole weekend. I didn't do anything. So today, I'm hitting the ground, and I can't say running because I can't run. In my mind, I'm running. And I'm doing some dishcloths. My cousin is coming home from Jersey, and I wanted to fix her a little goodie bag. And then my other cousin that lives here, about 10 minutes maybe from me, not very far from me. I want to make her some little goodies. So I thought I'd start off with dishcloths, and then my cousin from Jersey, I'm going to attempt to make her some sort of amigurumi. I wanted to do a bat, but I just don't know that I'll have the time to do the bat. I'm gonna see. I am still working on the Rhonda Butler ant, and he's gonna be a cutie. I've been slow. I don't know why I do this to myself. There's so many of us like this. I think it's the excitement of starting a new project, and then we tire midway through the process and we lay it down. Now I have a new project on the go, and I showed this to you. I'm gonna see if I can hide. I showed this to you a couple weeks ago. It is called Stuffed Tabby Kitty, and it is such a pleasure to work with. You make one ear, and then you fasten off, and then you start the second ear, and then you attach it. Now I have the upper portion done, and so now I'm starting at the base, and then I'll go up. I'm not sure why they didn't just have you keep going until you finished off at the bottom. The only thing I can think of is maybe they thought it would sit flatter. I'm really not sure. So that was what I worked on Friday. And I have really enjoyed it. Now what I'm having to do is I'm having to screenshot out of the book and then zoom in because my cataracts. It's difficult. Even with the magnifying sheet, it was difficult for me to read that. So I just screenshot it, and then I can delete it off my phone because I do have the pattern in the book. I don't need it 2 places. So some of the things, what I've been doing is I make a cheat sheet, and I'll put, say, I don't even know what row 7 is, but say row 7 is 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then the increase, I'll do that, and then I pretty much know that whole entire row is that. But now you have to really watch this pattern, because when you start on that upper part, it's totally different than what I'm used to working with. You do so many stitches, then you increase, and then you do a few more stitches, and then you increase, and then you do, so it's kind of up and down. And I wasn't used to that at all, because you know your standard amigurumis. So anyways, that's what I'm doing now. And I don't have a lot of cotton. I figured this will get 1 dishcloth, and what I have on this gold will do a dishcloth. And then I'm thinking I have some in the tote that my son's girlfriend brought me a few weekends ago. It's on a cone. So I'm thinking that's cotton. It feels like cotton. So I'm just gonna tell them, you know, don't use anything hot. Don't use it as a hot pad. These 2 I know is cotton. The other, I'm really not sure. This is called Peaches and Cream Stripey. And I'm not sure how many yards is on here. I have noticed that several it says 2 ounces or 56.7 grams, 102 yards. Okay. Oh my word. I don't know how I read that because it was so light. And oh my word. They do that to us old folks. I don't know what the deal is getting into packages and reading things. I get so annoyed. Now my friend makes these, I call them the grippies. It's like a coaster. And one side is material and the other side is the grip thing. And that's what I keep in my kitchen. And she's made one for my purse to carry. So it's in my purse. Because even bottled waters or sodas or anything like that is hard. I don't know what they're doing to us, but it's not nice. Anyways, that's really all I have going. Well, that's a lot to have going at one time. I won't even mention all the other 500.5 projects I found over there in bags. Oh my word. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is it's so much fun to start a project and then I get midway or a few rows in and I'm thinking, okay, I'm bored. The squirrels stop and I get bored, or the squirrels start and I move on to something else. And I just wish they'd calm down. So tell me what you're working on and what you have planned for the week. Please, like I said, forgive my hair. I thought, what is that dark? But it's a Band-Aid. The babies they get excited and they'll jump down off the back of the couch and I'm like their diving board, their springboard, whatever. And they will jump down on me, and in the process, Nanny bleeds. So Nanny has a box of Band-Aids right there on that coffee table, sitting right in front of me. And I have to keep a box. There's 2 in the bathroom, and I keep an extra one in here with me because I spring leak, so to speak, when the little ones are around. But I hope everyone has a good rest of your week, good rest of your Tuesday. As I said, I don't know when I'll be back on. I'd made a video yesterday and it's like my normal videos. You couldn't tell anything about it, so I just deleted it off my phone. And so please don't forget, start watching in July, Christmas extravaganza. It will be hashtag Christmas extravaganza 2026. And please, somebody tell me what I did wrong. I was scheduling my videos for July so that I could get all of my days uploaded to YouTube and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I did that last year, but for some reason they were visible. I guess they were able to be viewed. So tell me what I done wrong, what I need to do different. I just went into the schedule thing and, I scheduled it for, I think 8 a.m. the 1st through the 4th. I already had, last video I patted myself on the back. Well, I had to take that pat back because I don't know what I do. I just know that I go to sleep and I wake up. And it was, they could be viewed. And I thought I wanted them to wait and be viewed in proper time. So tell me what I've done wrong so that I won't do that again. Everybody have a wonderful rest of the week, and remember the little ears. This is Bigsby. He has many aliases. I call him Biggly Wiggly, the Bigster, Mr. Big Stuff, Biggles Wiggles, Beggy. When he was little, when my son first got him, I would send him a little audio and I'd say, Beggies, Beggies. He knows that still to this day. So Dustin would play it where he could hear it. And he said, oh, he'd get so excited. I guess he was looking for his nanny. We used to have fun. We'd go places together. We'd go visit my mother in the nursing home and I'd take him with me. I usually had a bag and I'd put it on the rollator and I'd set him down in the bag and you could see that little head looking up and He was my traveling buddy, and Gracie was too. She used to enjoy going places. The rest of them are not big on traveling. Sophie enjoys it for a few minutes, but I think she wants to come back home. The two boys, they're kind of, especially poor little Mickey, he's just not really excited about it at all. But anyways, I'm going this time. I'm rambling. Have a good week. Mickey's wanting to look out the window. And join me back next time for more chaos in the living room in front of the window with the wonky curtain. Bye-bye.